Hi everybody, my name's Grax Bishop and the oven needs a cleaning. Now this is going to be a big ass chore for me because I am not a fan of cleaning ovens and elbow grease is my enemy. And I thought I would be testing out a product to see if this is good for cleaning the oven. So this is the oven as it is right now and we're going to take a look inside, and that is very, very dark. I don't know if you can actually see that, but that's okay because got my studio lights there. So you're going to take a nice good look inside. I'm going to stick my head in the oven. No, it's not that bad really. I mean, in terms of life, the oven is very dirty. I don't know if you can actually see how dirty that is, but that's okay because I took some pictures beforehand and I'm going to splice them in now so you can actually see how dirty the oven is. So this is the bottom oven, and the top oven, get the studio lights here, it's a little bit better, but that's mainly because this is not used as much. With that being said, I think I'm ready to clean my oven with my trusted product, my trusted cleaning product, which is completely and utterly chemical free, using the power of H2O. That's right. I'm getting out my Bissell Steam Shot. Now we're going to test this product to make sure that this can actually see if this can clean the oven well. We're going to see if this has the power to clean the oven with hot water. Now the good thing about this cleaning test right now is because in the past I've always had to use an extension cable to plug this in. So I've used it to test cleaning my barbecue, I've used it to test to clean my shower, but now the oven is here, we've got power sockets over here, which means I don't need an extension cable. So, without further ado, will this Bissell, however you pronounce it, clean my oven? Let's turn it on and see what happens. Now, as we all know, this is nothing more than just a kettle which steams out, so we're going to wait for this to boil through. Now, while we wait for that to boil, you may notice some things around my kitchen, namely my attachments. So there's a hose here, my bag of various different attachments here, kitchen roll for wiping clean, along with some cloth so I don't mind getting greasy. We've also got a bowl here because I want to take out the trays and try and clean them here and keep the whole thing as clean as possible. So as a way to really show you how dirty the oven is right now, how much grease there is, we just wipe the bottom of this, you'll be able to see a nice layer of grease. So it doesn't seem so bad right now, but we're going to see if this hot H2O water will be able to cut through this and make it spotless. Okay, so it looks like the nozzle here is on top. It's done. There we go. So, let's start by taking these out. We'll clean those later. I'm going to turn on the light so you can actually see what I'm doing inside. As best as I can. So let's start with this area right here so you can get a nice oil layer here. Get ourselves a paper towel and let's just spray it on and see what happens. Okay, so So I'm spraying on the hot water and it kind of looks like it works, but it kind of also looks like I'm just moving grease around. Let's try a different attachment. Scoop up the grease, maybe like a brush attachment. Let's try this old brush attachment right here. Just slot that in. There you go. Let's try this again. Okay, so So it's not really doing that much for the grease. I mean, it kind of works, but not a great deal with that. I'm a little bit disappointed by this. What about up here on the metal bit? Okay, let's give that a wipe. Wipe that there. So grease is coming off, but again, still got that sticky, greasy residue. Maybe on these little brackets. So kind of, but is it because there's just so much grease there that there's not much that this thing can do? I'm not sure. Let me just throw it away for now. So, quick examine. So it's removed a good chunk of it, but in other places where it's just so hard, it's just moving the grease around. Let's try and get inside there. Let's see what we can do with this. Hope you can see this. Okay, so there's a big dollop of grease there. Okay, there's grease here. See if this comes off. So a good lump of grease. That feels better, and it looks noticeably different. It looks noticeably cleaner. Okay, so that's a huge amount of grease. And yeah. Okay, so it's mostly clean. It's mostly clean, but there's a little layer of grease, which is slightly greasy to the touch. And I've now just greased up the Steam Shot. Okay. But that is an improvement. Okay, so now what I'm going to have a go at is cleaning the grease and the baked in stuff on these racks, these shelves, these oven shelves, whatever you like to call it. I'll just put this one here for now. We'll put it inside here to try and reduce the mess, and let's give it a try. Now this should be repeating the same level of success as the barbecue in the past. Okay, let's just clean that up. You see, I wonder. So it doesn't really remove it that much. Still quite heavily baked on. Let's see if we can find a different attachment. Maybe this one's a bit. Maybe you can try and do a bit of this concentrated nozzle. So put that there. Straight like that just doesn't do the job. Maybe do it like this. Disappointing indeed. It's not even left a dent on it. Don't rate these chances very highly for cleaning this using the Bissell Steam Shot. Although I've just had an idea. as everybody may or may not know, citric acid is a very good cleaner of grease. I wonder, what happens if we add lemon juice to this hot water? That's not a bad idea. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and fill this up with a bit of lemon juice and see what happens. Okay, this is going to be a little bit dangerous. Okay, so I've got some lemon juice here by Sainsbury's. Other providers are available, and this is due to expire next month, so that's okay. But if you pour a little bit of lemon juice into here in this contraption here, and we add some filtered water into the mix, just a little. Okay, this is proving to be very hard to take this off once it's on, and there's not much water in here left, so let's just try and empty it out. Let's try and empty it out into here, because why not? Wow, this is really on. Okay, I managed to get this working by pushing down with my left hand, my weak hand, and twisting with my strong hand. And that's all the steam being released. Got to be very careful with this. There we go. So, as I was hinting at before, lemon juice mixed with water inside the steamer, what happens? Nice and tight. Give it a little mix. We'll turn it back on. Wait for this bad boy to heat up. Wait for the nip to pop out. Leave to cool for 5 minutes. No, who cares about that? We haven't got 5 minutes. We've got to clean an oven. That's good enough. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so with lemon water, steam, give this a wipe around. A bit better. Okay, so that's better. We can see right there that it's looking much cleaner. And we've got some chunks. Let's try and get rid of these chunks. Okay, so that's the water leaking in out of the non-sealed oven, but that's okay because I put some newspaper down, and it's actually looking pretty good. Let's tackle this nice patch of grease. Okay. Verdict is looking pretty good. A good chunk of it's been removed. Get rid of that grease there. The lemon water seems to be doing a better job at removing the grease. Very good indeed. Very good indeed. Nice and clean, not much residue, and lemon juice is very, very natural and healthy, so no nasty chemicals. Let's see what we can do with this. It's still not making much of a dent on this. This is proper baked on stuff. I think I'm going to have to... do we have another attachment? Maybe... No, it's no good. I think that's proper baked on. I don't think there's anything we can do about that, unfortunately. No. Oh well. So this doesn't seem to work on this. Well, I suppose let's clean the rest of the oven. There's an interesting smell. It's not quite lemon, it's not quite hot water, it's not quite, in fact I'm not quite sure what it is. Oh, yeah, it's interesting, there's a build-up of water. What happens if I do this? Yeah, okay, there's a lot of water everywhere leaking out of the oven. But that's okay. Let's see if we can get that fan going. Get this attachment here, because why not? Wait, nope, that's recycling. Bad Grax. That's right. It's disgusting. It looks like a little turd. Little dry insect. Alright, so I've been doing this for about half an hour now, using the Steam Shot to clean everything up with different attachments. I've only cleaned the downstairs oven, not the upstairs oven. And what do I think of the results? Okay, so I don't know if you can be able to see this, but again, I'll do some pictures of the final results that I decided to stop doing on. So the glass here is actually pretty good. It looks much, much cleaner than it was before. And these metal bits around the side has gotten a good old clean. Some of the water is seeped into the glass panel here, which means that if I close the door, water will come out. I think if I turn on the oven and let it bake, it will get rid of this via the power of steam and hot steam coming out. Inside the oven, a good chunk of the grease is gone, but there's still a good chunk of grease baked in. I haven't had a chance to do the side panels because I don't think it would make a great deal of difference. You'll also notice that these little baked droplets, I don't know what they are, but just like months and who knows, maybe how many years of baked in dirt. That's all been coming up, but I needed to actually use a sponge cloth to actually start wiping them away. So a good chunk of the grease is gone, but there's still, this is not exactly what I would call clean. These trays, I haven't even started. I don't think there's any point. I tried using the Steam Shot to use the power of steam to clean these off, and I figured it would be just as good a job as the grill, but it's not. It's still very blackened and stained. Basically, it's not cleaned, and I don't think that this does a good enough job of cleaning it out. So, with that all being said, one other point I will say is I still had to use a bit of elbow grease. I still had to wipe away some of these bits and pieces, especially inside the oven. This is not what I bought the Steam Shot for. I bought this so I do as little work as possible. And even with the addition of lemon to the steam to help with the cutting of the grease, it doesn't make my life that much easier. So, is this better than the harsh chemicals? Well, I think harsh chemicals do a better job of cleaning it, especially inside. Especially the ones where you have to put it in a bag and leave it for 24 hours because it just basically eats away at everything. It's very corrosive. That's my understanding of it, my limited understanding. I'm going to call this experiment to a close. Slightly disappointed. Would not recommend. At the end of the day, unless you really cannot use chemicals to clean and you don't mind actually scrubbing away, then I don't know. I guess it's okay, but this will not make your life that much easier. I mean, you'd be better off paying cheap cleaning products at your local supermarket. And that's my review of the Bissell, whatever it is, Steam Shot cleaner. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found this informative.